Today we are going to look at how to use the Create a Character feature on cotgonline.com. Now, if you don't know, Filsinger Games Online, which is located at cotgonline.com, is a way to play Champions of the Galaxy and Legends of Wrestling and all the games from Filsinger Games virtually on a game tabletop on your computer, so you don't have to have the physical cards. So you want to go to cotgonline.com, and you will want to, if you don't have an account already, you will want to register. When you register, you get 4 free digital cards, and as it says here, there's no subscription costs. You're not paying monthly, anything like that. But once you have your account, remember your email address. That will be important later on because you'll need it to log in. But if you already have an account, you can just go ahead and log in like I'm going to do right here, and it takes you to this landing page. This is the standard landing page, although these pictures will sometimes change. The pictures get mixed up and there's different backgrounds, not in a bad way. It's a feature. In order to use the Create a Character feature on this website, you are going to have to buy some Create a Character cards, or I call them slots, but you'll need to buy some of those. So the way to do that is you will need to go to the store. Now there's 2 ways you can get to the store. You can click here on this picture, or you can click up here in this top menu. You can click store. Now you can click either one of these. It's going to take you to the same page, but I'm going to click the store up here because when you do, it opens a new tab. So this landing page, which we'll have to come back to, is still open, and this page is the store. It opens up in a new window. You want to click on COTG Online Digital Game Editions and PDF, and then you look down here to the third choice, Promoter Online Subscriptions and Create a Character Cards. That's what we want. Now you have 2 choices when it comes to Create a Character Cards. You can do a 20-pack for $30 or just a 6-pack for $10. It's really up to you, however many you think you're going to need. Why would you want to create a character on Filsinger Games Online? There's 2 reasons that I can think of. One is you want to create your own characters. You want to add your characters to the gaming system online so you can use them in matches and things like that. The other reason to use it, and this is why I'm using it, is to enter in cards into the online gaming system that are already made that have not been released yet for the online system. So that's how I'm using them now. The thing is, they're reusable. You can keep using them over and over again to create different wrestlers. Like once you've used up, if you buy the 6-pack, once you've used up all 6, you can just clear those out and use them again. Or you can buy as many as you need. I bought, I think, 26 over the years. Now, here's the important thing. When you buy these, make sure in the store you use the email address. When you get to the part where you enter in your email address, make sure you use the same email address that you used for the Filsinger Games Online. That way, once you've made the purchase, they'll be added instantly to your account. All right, so how do we do this? Well, the first thing is you're going to log into COTG Online after you've bought your that's a great word. After you bought your slots or your cards, then you are going to click Quick Play right here. Remember, those pictures can change, so it may not always be Bruiser Brody as Quick Play. And then you're going to get to this page with this outdated YouTube video that probably should be updated. But then you're going to come over here to the left and you're going to click Customize. And then you'll see the very first slot on Customize is Create a Character. So you click that. This is where all your Create a Character cards are going to be. So there should be 20 Create a Character cards. Now you can see some of these have pictures in them already. These are ones that I've already entered. These ones have already been in there, have already been entered in. But all these ones that say no photo available, created wrestler, those are all blank. Those are all empty. So that's what we're going to start with right here. And the card that I'm going to be entering in, I'm entering in all the classics. There's a set called Early Classics, and I'm entering in all these cards into Create a Character. So this is the card I'm entering in, Troterus. So we are going to enter in that card, and I will show you how we do that. The first thing you do is you click Edit underneath one of these wrestlers, and this takes you to the stat enter page, to the page where you can enter in everything. It looks a little intimidating, but it's actually not. It actually goes very quickly. So of course, we will enter in the name of the wrestler. Now it says subname, and what I've been doing is putting this number underneath the subname, just so I know what year the card is for. And then you do the height, then you do the weight, and then you do the home. Okay, so now we get down into offense. So this section down here, oh, you can also check male or female. Troteris is male, so we will leave that checked male. But now we get into the offense section. And this looks, it can look a little intimidating because there's so many drop-down menus, but it's really not. So you look over here on his card, and his first level 1 offense move is an armbar 1. So just in this first spot, you type armbar. And then in this next spot, it gives you the little options that you can add after that. But it says armbar -1, so we're just going to leave it set there. Now the next one says left jab, so we'll enter that in there, and that is also a 1, so we're just going to leave that there. Here's where things get interesting. So we're going to write in forearm uppercut. Now you'll see it is a level 2 move, so we'll switch this down to level 2. You'll also notice that there is a choice A for the choice charts. So you go to this next one here, and you go choice A. So it's pretty intuitive in how it works. Is like, here's the move name, here's what level you go to. If there's anything after it, it goes here. And this last menu, you can add a DQ, you can add 1 moves. Those go in that last slot, which this guy doesn't have any add 1 moves, so we won't be using that. But just to keep finishing, filling out the rest of this, toss across ring, this is a 2, but you'll see that this is also a power move, or you have to do a power check for your opponent. So you put the PW right there. Now this last one, his 6, level 1, number 6 on his offense is into the turnbuckle. Well, you just go to this, you don't put anything in the first box, you go down here into the turnbuckle, and that's going to add it into the turnbuckle. So you do the same thing for level 2. I'm not going to do this full thing because it'll just bore you. But when we get down to the bottom, I do want to talk about. Let's do these here. So we got a fist drop. This is for level 3 offense, choice 1. Fist drop 2, choice F. Now his next one is an out of the ring. So remember, we don't put anything here. We select out of the ring, and then this is an out of the ring choice. So we put the C right there. Now the next one is an out of the ring with no choice, so we just do that. And now I'm going to look at the finisher move. The finisher move is the Menson lock, and that is a +2 finisher. So you go down here. Now I want you to notice, oh, it's also a power move. So I put the power move there, +2 power move. Now you'll notice that there is an asterisk here on the actual card that refers down to this instruction down at the bottom. You can't. None of these let you put an asterisk after these drop-down menus. There's no asterisks. So what I like to do is put the asterisk here after the move name, and that'll tell me that there's some extra instructions. But Grant, where do you enter the extra instructions? Well, you can scroll down here to the bottom to the little box that says extra instructions. So you put an asterisk, and then I'm just going to copy what it says here at the bottom like that. There you go. So I've just added this instructions at the bottom into the extra instructions box down here at the bottom. So I'm going to go back in right now. It'll be like movie magic. I'm going to fill in the rest of these slots. So give me 1 second. All right, now we have the whole offense filled out here. It is a little bit tricky to compare these with the card to make sure you didn't make any typos and stuff like that in kind of this format. So I'm going to show you how you can check your work here in a minute. But what we're going to do next is come down to the defense section. This is the defense, so this is this side of the card right here. And it works pretty much the same way. You just start filling it out. Now, so this first one was level 1 defense, number 1 was hurt 2. So I just do that right there. Now here's where it gets tricky. For level 2, it's not tricky, it's just a little bit of a bug. For level 2, Troteris -1. So you drop down this menu, and it says Created Wrestler 1, 2, 3. Well, we're going to select Created Wrestler 1. But you're going to see that when we save this, it's not going to save this option because it hasn't saved the name of our created wrestler yet in the system. So you can put Created Wrestler 1 there. I would just not waste your time because it's an extra step. I would just fill out the rest except for these ones that have reversals. Save that for the next step. So we'll just go down here to add all these. Now you'll see level 1, number 4, is Dazed 1, and it's a tag. So it's really easy. It's already on Dazed 1, and then you just add the tag right there. It's pretty simple. These two are, see, I'll do this. Created Wrestler 1, Created Wrestler 1. Now we're in the level 2 defense. Now here we go with the pin rating. So you'll see down here at the bottom of the list, there is a pin rating. So you click that, and then it triggers this list where you can put the pin rating. So his pin rating is 6.3, so we'll put that up there. And then down 3, hurt 2, down 3, and then leave, because he can leave the ring. All right, so we've got all the defense filled in, though we will have to come back and fix these that say Created Wrestler. You'll see in a second when I save this. So now we're down at the bottom of the card, which is all this stuff down here, the ropes, the turnbuckle, the ring, the death jump, all that stuff. So we just start filling this out. So there you go. This is all filled out now. You do have a space down here for wrestler bio. I don't put these in because I have the handbooks, but you can put it in if you want. You can also put move descriptions in there and things like that. So we're going to click Save Changes. Now this does take a second. It will take a second to save all our changes as it updates the system. Now, if we scroll down back to our defense section, you can see that all those spots where it said Created Wrestler 1 have just defaulted back to Dazed 1. So we will now, you can see that his name has been added to the drop-down menu, so we can fill all these in. All right, so I think we got it. We'll click Save Changes again. It's going to save everything. Still saving. There we go. Okay, so we've saved everything. Next is you go to the Choose Image section where you can choose an image that will display with your card. And there are different categories. So these are little thumbnails of all the wrestlers that you can choose. So there's different sections. There's Alien, there's Animen, there's Ghouls, and some of these are repeated in each one, like Animen, there's this pug dog there, and then but the pug dog is also there. And sometimes when you click on these, well, not that one. When you click on these, there's different choices, and I'll show you what I mean in 1 second. So there's humans, there's legends, there's masked, and there is female. What I have been using is the legends because these cards already have great art, and unfortunately this art is not in there. You can't add your own art. But I use these legends, and what I will do is I will pick, see that because some of these have choices. So I will pick a legends one that kind of looks like the character that the character that I'm doing. So this guy, he's got his fist in the air. There's kind of nothing sort of like that, but I'll choose like this Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. I clicked on it, and all it does is just send you right back to the top. So now we want to check our work. We want to check and make sure that the card we just entered looks like this. So how do we do that? You're going to click on Customize. You're going to click on Create a Character, and you're going to find the card for the character you just created. So it puts them in alphabetical order, so it's really great. So here we go, Trotaris. Click on that. There's the sort of Mr. Wonderful online artwork. And then you click Show Stats, and you can see here it's laid out just like a card. And this looks pretty good. You can see I got the Master Lock here. Now, I'll notice that it did not put the little power rating after that. I wonder if that is a bug, because there was, we did select that little power rating. Maybe we'll go try that again. But you want to make sure that all these stats are right. There's our extra instructions down here at the bottom, so that looks good. Pin, yeah, this all looks good. It looks pretty good. And then if we wrote in a bio, the bio would be right there. But We did not write in the biography. So if you say you found a mistake, you want to go fix it, you just go back to Troteris. He's down here. You click edit, and let's look at this finisher thing. Put the power in there just like it is on the card. Click save changes, so we'll save this again. And go back to customize, go back to create a character. We'll click on the character. Yeah, they just must not allow you to put it there. All right, so we've entered this character. This character is now entered in. So how do you use him on the game table? Well, that's a great question. So we'll click over here on play matches. We'll click game table. I will create a game table just for me. And then it says choose a roster. Well, what you can do is do this create a character custom roster. That's where all your create a characters should be. So we'll look here because we'll have just a back and forth match. There's Troteris, he's right there. And we'll put him against Cayman. And then fetch wrestlers, and this will open up the game table. And as you can see, there's our new card right there with the Legends artwork. But if you chose any other artwork, you could put it there. You can see all the stats. It's even got the little extra instructions there at the top. Anyway, this is how you use the Create a Character system on Filsinger Games Online. If you have any questions, leave them in below. I would be happy to do my best to try and answer them. I'm not an official Filsinger Games representative. This is just stuff I've learned from playing around with this game system. So there you go. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I'd like to send a special thank you to all the Patreon patrons who help make these videos possible. If you would like more information on becoming a Patreon patron, visit patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media. If you have another topic you would like me to cover, please leave it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the show, and that way you'll get new episodes when they come out. And that's it. I will talk to you soon. Bye.